Transportation TV presents Presidential Profile 2010, a candid interview with Larry L. Butch Brown, Executive Director of the Mississippi Department of Transportation. Trains, planes, and automobiles, transportation in America is at a critical crossroads.
There's got to be some dialogue on funding. There's got to be a recognition that a fuel tax is needed to build out and to preserve the system that we have it today. And when I say system, I'm not talking about just highways. I'm referring to the transportation system and network as a whole. All modes of transportation, all working intermodally, all working in concert with one another to deliver the goods and move the people across the face of this country.
Mr. Brown was elected president of the American Association of State Highway and Transportation Officials October 26, 2009. As executive director of the Mississippi Department of Transportation, Brown has supervision over administrative and technical matters relating to airport and port development, highway construction and maintenance, truck weight enforcement, public transit, and rail safety.
And I'm very well known in the state levels. I'm very well known through the southeastern United States, and have a good working relationship and knowledge of the workings of the United States Congress and very influential leaderships there. To capitalize on those connections, on those relationships is the challenge, I think. Relationships are very important in anything, as you know, and I hope to be able to use the relationships that we've built both in the form of positive legislation or reaction to national disasters like Hurricane Katrina, rebuilding the Mississippi Gulf Coast, demonstrating leadership of our department as being one that may have something to offer nationally.
President Brown has identified 4 emphasis areas for AASHTO in 2010, the enactment of a new multi-year federal transportation program, protecting and sustaining the environment through greener transportation modes and methods, providing support for commercial freight movement and the industry, and enhancing public education and knowledge of the vital role that transportation systems play across the nation.
We've got to educate the public. We've got to educate our users and our partners, every one of our driving partners and modal partners in our country, that an investment in transportation infrastructure is a lasting investment. It's like the Golden Gate Bridge, or it's like the new Liberty Road Bridge in my hometown in Natchez, Mississippi. They're beautiful structures. They're functional, they're needed, they move people, they handle first responders, they get our children to and from school, they get you to and from work. All of the things that are needed to move bread and milk to the shelves every day, so for fresh vegetables, anything that's in your life today is touched in some way by transportation.
Al Beeler, Pennsylvania Secretary of Transportation, who just stepped down as AASHTO president, will spearhead Brown's green transportation initiatives. Transportation
does create a lot of the carbon footprint that we're going to have to deal with now and in the future. Al Beeler is passionate about that subject. He's very knowledgeable about that subject. He and I discussed his emphasis areas, and that was one of them for this current year.
So who is Larry L. Butch Brown? Well, in his hometown of Natchez, Mississippi, he's a man known for wearing many hats.
After I finished college, I came back to Natchez. I taught as an adjunct professor in marketing and management at the University of Southern Mississippi, campus there, and went on to learn a little bit about hardwood lumber, became a lumberman. Had a little bit of the sawdust still left in my blood. And in 1992, I became mayor of my city and had a successful 8-year stint there, very successful. I guess after I retired from politics, and I was in the process of selling my warehousing and distribution company and some historic properties that I had developed, that sort of thing. I got a call one Sunday and said, "Would you come to Jackson to be director of transportation?" And I said, "Surely you must be joking."
Brown says that was 9 years ago, and now he's also AASHTO president.
Well, I'm very proud. It's something that, again, I didn't dream of 10 years ago. AASHTO is a member-driven organization of transportation executives and professionals. We are the voice of transportation, and to that extent, for me to be a part of it and to be in the leadership position is quite humbling.
To find out more about President Brown's emphasis areas, go to transportation.org. Thanks for watching.